Praise the Christ, pardon me, you silly doggy. Greetings to you. Who goes there? What are you poking around that door for, huh?
Christ, what a day. God be with you.
What are you here for, friend?
When I saw this cloud in the sky, the cloud looked just like you. I reckon it must have been stolen.
Oh, my God.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Aye, I saw it. Over there, beyond Jeliov, right?
Why, that's it. Everything fell into the catch-up pond. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Lord be with you.
I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Troskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Well, perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
Ah, damn. That's more money than I thought. Look, I don't need much. Just a bit will do.
Is that so? What do you want it for, anyway?
Nothing important, really.
All right, whatever. But I'd hate to find out you painted on someone's house. You know what? If I scraped off some of that dry pigment from the edges of the bucket and mixed it with some lard, that could work. Those pigments are a magical thing, eh?
What do you mean?
For example, if you need blue, you can use blueberries or woad leaves. You put them in hot water with the fabric and it'll turn blue. Walnuts good too. With the husks of unripe walnuts, you can get a very nice light brown, sometimes even yellow. The best way to make red is from madder root. And when you add alum or beeswing to the water, the colour gets a beautifully rich shade. Or you could just use plain old black elder. The berries, of course, but they're more for lighter shades. Oh, and privet's not too bad either. If you use its bark and alum, you get yellow. You can even use the leaves. They make a nice green, but it takes forever. But you know what's my favourite way of making yellow? Using dyer's broom or weld. You take a few nice stems, some leaves, a bit of alum, and you get yellow, as bright as a chick's feathers. And for so much cheaper than using saffron or iris, that's the main thing. Buckthorn makes a nice green, maybe the best of all. You use its fruit. They say it can also heal, but I've never tried that. The most important part is the stain anyway. Like alum, for example. It can create all sorts of shades and give depth and richness to the colour. But even that won't help you if you don't know what to use for what colour. Sometimes you want the fruit, sometimes the bark, sometimes the root, or maybe the leaves. Too bad I don't dye fabric much anymore. But I see you're really into it. You know what? Take some of it for free.
My word. Thank you so much.
Oh, not worth mentioning. Just be careful not to stain yourself. Quality material like this doesn't wash off easily.
Greetings.
Go!
Time you all!
Oh.
We've survived drought, we've survived floods, plague and fires, and
How could I
failed
forget?
harvests.
Those
But
idiots
now
made
we
so much
can
noise.
build upon the village.
the latter. I make sure of that.
Greetings to you.
Crazel told me you'd show me how to do a takedown.
All right, come with me. So Crazel took you on just like that? Surprising. Crazel hardly trusts anyone. He's a smart man. So don't you even think about betraying him. That would end badly for you. Not to scare you, though. That's not what I'm here for. Well then, it's easy. Sneak up behind me and choke me out. I won't fight back the first time, so you should have no trouble. Just remember, you mustn't let me see you.
All right, I'll give it a try.
You shit! See? And I didn't even defend myself. Try it again. Remember, if your victim is able to defend himself, you can still turn things around. But it will be a close call, shall we? Not like that. Try again. Shit! That hurt. You knocked me out nicely. In such a way that I don't notice. That's how it should be.
I want to try my hand at pickpocketing. Crazel said you could help me with that too.
Why not, since we're here? Excuse me. What are you waiting for? Come over. Over here. So what then? I don't have all day. Quit dawdling and get over here. What are you waiting for? Come on now, stop stalling.
Let's begin.
Not so fast. You're new here, so here's some advice before we get started.
Don't worry. It's not my first time.
Well, well, well. You fancy yourself. Let's see. Where would you look for keys on a person?
In the front pouch, of course.
All right. I see you have some skills. Do you think you're up to stealing something from the front?
Nah, I'm not quite ready for that.
Don't you want to hear about it anyway?
All right? Tell me.
First of all, rich or poor, most folks carry their things in a pouch either in front or in the back. The front one holds keys, coin, and other small items.
And the rest is in the back?
Exactly. Now, this is important. Don't steal from the front pouch unless you're sure you know what you're doing.
Well, what if I need something from it? Like a key to a chest?
You can try taking it from behind. It'll be more difficult, but it's manageable if you're careful enough. Show me how nimble your fingers are then.
All right? Let's do it.
Gotcha. Pay attention or you'll get caught. Want to try again?
Done.
Very nice. I didn't notice you at all, and that's exactly what you want. Now give back what you took.
Here you go. What now?
That's it. It's a simple art. But if you want, you can give it another try.
No more.
Stop by whenever you want to give it another try.
Greetings, my friend.
I hear you let your hands fight each other. Could I have a go too?
Who told you about that?
The innkeeper in Zhelyov might have mentioned something about it.
So, Lawrence sent me a new fighter, did he? He doesn't believe in my lads too much.
Well, can I join in?
Since you're here already, why not? Hansel will explain how it works around here.
hear the hands spend their free time beating the shit out of each other. Can I have a go?
The miller sent you, eh? Did he explain how it works?
Don't worry. I know all I need to.
We'll see about that.
The miller said I could wrestle with you.
Look at you champing at the bit. You do have the coin for a wager, don't you?
Wait, you never said anything about a wager.
Did you really think we brawl just to pass the time? Well, maybe we do a bit. But still, if you want to fight, you have to wager something.
If you say so. Here's the coin.
Great! Get your ass ready for a good kicking.
Ha! He can punch harder than you.
My sister could beat both of you.
Not so hard, you'll cripple me. Give it go fuck yourself. Who taught you to fight? Your mum?
You fight like you go. Wipe the floor with him.
Who taught you to fight? Your mum? Nice. Nice. You fight better than I'd have expected.
Thanks.
But we'll see how you fare against Malik. Oh, yeah. And this is yours.
What's it going to be then?
Well, ready to brawl?
Aye, all right. It's going to be a clean fight, see? No funny stuff.
What funny stuff?
Kicks in the balls, fingers in the nose, biting and shit like that. Try something like that and I'll rip your head off.
Don't you worry. I can hammer you without any of that.
We'll see about that. And what about the wager? Have you got coin?
Here it is.
That's the way I like it. Let's do this. I'm wounded! Bam! There you go. Fuck yourself! Come closer! Nice! Nice! Bam! There you go. God damn! You gave me the runaround.
You all right?
Well, a bit of liquor to ease the pain, a bit for the tummy, and I'll be all right. You're gonna be much worse off when Vera's done with you. If you wanted to train a bit before then, let me know. I can show you some tricks. And here's your wager. Spend it well.
Now it's my turn.
I want to fight you.
Are you sure? I could break you in half.
Don't you worry about me. Well, shall we?
Well, if you say so. Got the coin for a wager?
Yeah. Here's the coin.
Get ready then. You'll be walking arse first. I'll pull your guts out from your throat.
Well, you're full of surprises yourself. Not even Pa swore as much when he whacked his knee with his blacksmith's hammer.
Oh, I know. Once a fight starts, my mouth takes on a life of its own. Here's the coin you won, and go and see Crazel.
He could send you to Shelioff instead of me.
Nice out today. Hope it lasts.
Well, Miller, it seems I defeated all the hands you have here.
Good work. But it's a shame you didn't show up here before going to fight in Jelioff. I'd have had a wager on you. You know what? Have a few groschen from me, so folk don't say I'm stingy.
Thank you.
And if you get bored fighting my fellows, look around the woods by Kopanina. Seems there's some peculiar fellow living there who knocks 7 shades of shit out of anyone who as much as looks sideways at him.
Near Kopanina, you say? Maybe I'll go and have a chat with him.
Seems he's some herbalist or something. But that doesn't seem right to me. The strongest bloke around and he's growing flowers? If that's true, there's no sense in this world at all. Till we meet again, Henry.
Greetings. And to you. Oh, you mutt.
Quick!
Whoa!
Going kind of slow.
I bought a lovely U-bow the other day for a great price.
Go!
Quick! 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 Ah! God!
Whoa, whoa. Good dog, Mutts. Show me.
God!
Whoa.
Hell,
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
what wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
I understand. I prefer being on my own as well.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes come to get ointments or herbs, and I'm glad to see them. But greeting neighbors and listening to gossip every day? I'd rather not, thanks. It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there for all the protection it gives me. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. The kind best avoided by honest folk. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw 2 vagabonds like that. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across them?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand.
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have 2 conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
All right, agreed. Should we get right into it?
Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ready? Ah. Ah. And you'll get another right away! I really don't need this anymore. Ah. 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 Hmm. Ah. 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 I really don't need this anymore. I really don't need this anymore. Ah. 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 So what's it gonna be? Ah. 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 Don't be a coward and attack. Ah. 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 Eh? Fuck that. Ah. 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 Fucking hell. I'm too old for this shit. I really don't need this anymore. Ah. I'm too old for this shit. So what's it gonna be? Shit! Don't slow down. We just got started. So what's it gonna be? Don't slow down. We just got started.
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke. So I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskowitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name. But I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away. But trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge.
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put 2 and 2 together.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right? Or are those just rumors?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't think you did anything wrong to anyone.
I reckon you're the only one around here who thinks that. The locals think the worst of me. They don't even try to hide it. But as soon as they have a cut or an itch, they come running for help.
And you're more than happy to help them. Doesn't their behavior bother you?
It does. But at least they don't threaten to burn my hut down, which makes a pleasant change.
You said you could teach me something. What was it?
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs. People come to me with various maladies.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time. Sometimes they'd be better off going straight to the priest.
That sounds like it could come in handy.
But if I'm supposed to teach you something, it won't be for free.
I understand. I'd be happy to pay you.
All right. What do you want to know?
Tell me how I can dry herbs better, without them catching mold right away.
Drying them isn't always the best solution. Sometimes it helps to put them in oil, lard, or alcohol. Salves are good for burns, and herbal liqueurs, they're the best cure of all. It'll take some time, but I'll tell you what I know.
What's that? Scram! Right now! Kiss your arse goodbye! We're under attack! Jesus Christ! What the Show your
Oh, you're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
quick!
start, you bastard!
Come on, darling, forget it, or there'll just be trouble.
The girl's right.
I was talking to Bartashout about that clothes he made for Olga. He says he's never sewn anything that fine in his entire life. And whoever wins can take home a gold bag.
Good day to you.
Discuss?
The author of Hermes Trismegistos. That's Krazel's document.
talked about?
I don't think so.
I bought a lovely U-bow the other day for a great price.
Careful.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money. Didn't you hear that? The king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand. Which king would that be? I don't know exactly, but when the king
Hail.
Greetings, my friend.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
I even managed to get my hands on the key to the chest with the confiscated things.
Very good. Give that to me, too.
Well, I thought it might come in handy.
Come on. Give it here.
Fine. Here it is. Judging by the contents, it seems like you're dabbling in alchemy here at the mill.
That's not a bad guess. But don't forget about astrology, theurgy, transmutation, and a smidgen of demonology. Although that's something anyone with a grain of sense should avoid. Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes, of course.
What now?
That much? Gonna need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semi.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Not at all. I'll get you to the wedding as sure as the heavens are above me. The fire of the Creator is within me. But you'll have to wait a while. Besides, things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. You guessed it. It's nothing less than high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I suppose. You are my apprentice, after all. You deserve to know what all of this is leading to. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
A golem, you say? Isn't that a kind of pie? What are you going to do with a living pie?
Henry, a golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great Holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. All the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now? I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
This has something to do with that alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill? Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for a young semi?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction, and also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So Bonnie is most likely a thief. Am I right?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget, you could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnik, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Run along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair. What was that noise? Woodcutters?
be with you?
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got something here.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
Well, if that beast doesn't slay us as soon as it comes to life, then sooner or later some inquisitor will find out about it. I think it's all witchcraft. Playing with fire.
Playing with fire. If you only knew. But don't worry. I'm sure it'll be a peaceful golem, just like Crazel imagines it. Calm and humble, and it'll help all of mankind. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, that's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
You mean a knacker?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the gravedigger.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun, and pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Scarlets. See you later, my friend.
You silly doggy.
Quick!
What's that? What are you staring at?
Whoa, whoa.
You're a dead man!
Do it! Wanker!
I'm all yours.
What's that you got?
Quick! Quick! Quick!
Come and hear. It's time you all heard.
Whoa, whoa.
My God, you're all covered in blood.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Whoa, whoa. simmer a bit more. You must be the local gravedigger, right? I'm Henry.
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Nah, it's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it, and that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
Well, dragging carcasses around isn't exactly a respectable job. But so be it. I'll help you with it. What else can I do?
Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course, I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at daybreak.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
I understand. I'll come at dawn.